In the first year of legal sports betting, Ontario has generated over $1.48 billion. In the last few years, as the federal and provincial governments across Canada decided that sports betting should be legalized, we had to come to grapple over whether or not we as a society wanted to enable more gambling. And here's the thing, the socially liberal part of me wants us to not have restrictions on stuff like this because an adult should be able to choose what they do with their time and their money. But also there's another part of me that says like, yeah, that $1.48 billion that was generated, how much of that was lost by middle or low income earners? The thing is, the industry is actually supporting more than 12,000 jobs. But for every $1 that iGaming Ontario put into the system, $1.14 of GDP was supported in the economy. What we don't know, though, is whether or not this GDP growth is being evenly distributed across the population or if it's being centralized in the hands of the large corporations and casinos. So are there major downsides to this? I think that the average sports watcher in Ontario would probably tell you how tired they are of seeing sports gambling commercials, literally every commercial all the time on any live sporting event. And while I'm not usually a think of the children kind of person, my first thought goes to, well, what about the kids who are watching those commercials? Because a lot of my high school students talk about sports betting. But also, those same kids would have grown up watching beer commercials on TV, as did I. Is there more room for more rules and regulations to keep children and addicts safe? Of course. But as it stands right now, this overall has been a highly successful venture in Ontario. And just like with the legalization of marijuana, we have seen growth in terms of GDP and growth in terms of jobs. What industry in Canada do you think should be legalized and taxed next? I have one in mind. It's one of the world's oldest professions, but leave your comments down below. Let's have a conversation about it.